Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can see us. Marcus and me. And we're doing something different tonight, and we're a bit panicky because we haven't done it before. I hope you enjoy it all. Some notes are going to come up on the screen as to how you get your photographs to us. Richard's going to put up an email. You've got to send them in by email. So Richard's going to put something on the bottom of the screen, I think, in a minute, so that you can see. So if you want to send a picture of somebody in spirit, send it along to Richard. And then how we're going to work, we don't know. We're waiting till spirit tell us. Won't we, Marcus?
Yes, we'll. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV. Deb's asked me to join her this evening, and we are going to work off the photographs that you send in. And as Deb said, we will work the way Spirit wants us to work, and hopefully we will have a fantastic evening. And please, 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 could you share and could you like? And if we're giving information, please tell us the information that you're saying either yes or no to.
Everybody knows how it works, don't they? Well, most people, if you knew, let us know that you knew as well. Tell us you knew, and then we'll explain it a little bit better as we go along. Tell us where you're from. Like Marcus says, I don't know what it's called, tagging or something. Tag your mates. Tag your mates, is it?
I think you must be psychic there, because that's what I was just about to say. When you put in your name, please say where you're from, because we'd like to see where Spiritual Psychics TV, how far Spiritual Psychics TV is going. So yeah, please, please, please tell us where you're from, and let's enjoy the evening.
Yeah.
Richard's just told us, do you have to like and follow, or we will not be able to see your comments? So please like, follow, and share, and then we'll be able to see your comments coming up. Yeah. It's all to do with Facebook. It's not to do with Spiritual Psychics TV. So please like, share, and make sure we can see your comments. And
I think lots of people... Facebook, there's something wrong with Facebook. I'm having problems with Facebook. They must be having major changes or something that's causing problems. Hiya, Terry.
Good evening,
Terry.
Terry's
birthday, weren't it?
Yes.
Terry's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday for yesterday, Terry. Sorry, I didn't realise till today. But happy birthday.
Sarah.
Stace. Hiya, Stace.
Hello, Alison.
Christine as well. All the regulars coming up first, look.
Just to put us under pressure. Sarah, Good evening. Hope you have a good... Oh, from Gloucester. Oh, I love Gloucester.
Not far from me. Jojo with love a message. You see, that's the thing. We don't...
Jermaine Walsh in Ireland. Well done. What part? South or north? South, I think.
Harrogate, Gemma Marsland from Harrogate.
Hello, Kelly. Oh, lovely Kelly. Lovely Kelly.
Christiane. Hello, Christiane.
Good evening, Laura. Hopefully you'll have a good evening this evening. Don't forget, like.
Sarah from Essex. There's a few names that I don't know.
Which is good. Which is good. Dawn. Good evening, Dawn.
Hiya, Donna.
Julie, good evening from Aberdeenshire. Oh, lovely, our Scottish friends. Celts, fellow Celts.
Trish, hiya, Trish.
Caitlin, I'm assuming that's Jackson. Hello, good evening, Caitlin.
US, Bobby. Hiya, Bobby.
Our American friends, hello. Kimbo. Is the boss is on tonight? Yes, she is.
We are. Marcus and I. Richard just does the IT stuff.
Dream. That should be follow. Good evening, Dream. It should be follow your dreams.
LJA. LJA. Oh, is that coming from some of this is streaming on YouTube, isn't it? Just remember, we didn't tell them
Carry
that.
on. Oh, Canada. Oh, I've got an ex-army mate that lives in Canada.
Sweden. We're all over the
Sweden.
place. Big Tara Angels all over the place.
Lizzie, good evening. Of the hearts.
Lisa, hiya Lisa. We forgot we're streaming to both YouTube and Facebook. So if you don't see some of the
Lindsay.
comments, you know. Sharnas, hiya.
That's a lovely name, isn't it, Shanaz?
Sharnas.
Bobby from another one from Maine in USA. Snowing. It's not nearly snowing in Coventry. Nearly.
Is it? Linda, hiya Linda, Bedfordshire. Hiya Sarah.
Oh, I love that avatar.
What's in it?
Evening, Julie. Mary, good evening. Very festive little emojis there.
There's Ruth. Hiya Ruth. Evening all.
Good evening, Hannah.
Barbara Curry. Hello, Barbara.
Good evening, Jade Fleming.
Cindy from the USA.
All of something. Good evening, Jane Ashton, and hello to all of our American friends.
And Jacqueline. Hiya, Jacqueline.
Good evening, Joe Stainsby.
Julie Wright. Hiya, Julie.
Nikki Jane, good evening.
Susan Salamano. Hello.
Good evening, Jade.
Tracy. Hello, Tracy.
Chloe, good evening.
And Michelle.
As Richard, the producer's just told us, you know, he was relaying some names to us. If you like and follow the Spiritual Psychics TV, your comments can come up on our screen. It's nothing at all to do with Spiritual Psychics TV. It's to do with Facebook. So if you just like and follow, then we'll be able to read your comments direct. Yeah, definitely. You know, if you're going to send a picture in this evening and you're hoping for reading, they are going to be chosen at random. You will have to like and follow because we will not be able to see it unless you like and follow. Williletta? Well, I can't pronounce that.
Violetta? Shramaka?
Violetta? Shiramka?
Nicola.
I wanted one from studio. Michelle,
Michelle,
good evening, all from Hull. Oh, a lovely city. I visited Hull when they were City of Culture. Born in Dorset.
Sally from Dorset. Make sure they can see it then. Can everybody? Oh, if you want to send your pictures in, there should be something that Richard's put up at the bottom of the screen that tells you where to send your photos to. And somebody just acknowledge that you can see it for us. That'll be
then
good.
We can get going. Then we can get going.
We can get going. Oh, I think Richard's got some already. Richard's saying he's busy because there's been quite a few pictures sent in. So bear with us. We might even get a joint link, mightn't we, Marcus? We'll have to see how Spirit work
Yeah,
with us.
we'll just see how Spirit work, and quite often it's like a bit of psychic art as well. You know, it could be the person of the picture, it could be the people that know people of the picture, or extended families, extended friends, and it's about the information, and it's about proving survival. And Deb and I will just work the way we work. We've worked a lot together, especially with some charity dues. So we'll see how it goes. I can't see a photo.
I haven't got a photo. I've just got your thing saying photo sent, Richard.
No, can't see it, Richard. Sorry. I can see Violetta.
Yeah. The last
and
comment.
it says photo sent with a little lovely little smiley mojo.
Can't see that.
We're on grid view, Richard.
Oh,
Now we can. Now we can see a photo. Oh, he's gone back off again. On and off, on and off. Yeah.
Oh.
If you put it up, no, you need to go to your left, up. That's about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Where shall we start with this gentleman then?
Do you want me to jump in, Deb?
I'm trying to get a link.
Right.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. If do you mind if I just start working? Because soon as the photo come up, I got a feeling with it, and I'm not saying I got the particular contact at the moment, but soon as I got it, I got a big chesty condition. Violetta, if you can just send us some little things, if any of this information links in, because I've got a big chesty condition and a really, really intense personality, a really intense, and I mean someone that really, really wanted to get things done. And what I'm feeling at the moment, I'm feeling quite hot, but that's to do with someone this side, because someone's either getting not quite hot flushes, but gets a lot of heat in their body. But I feel with this particular, with this particular photo, it's the intensity. It's the intensity of the personality that's coming forward, and there's a 16-second delay. Violetta. I hope I pronounced that correct. So if you can just send us a little bit of feedback. I don't know what you were picking up there, but as soon as the photo come up, I got this big chair on it. It's making me a little bit chesty as well. Yeah.
I've got totally different to you. So I've got the opposite side of him, I think. The opposite side. You know what I want to do? I want to do a John Travolta. You know how he's dancing this. There's somebody here making me do that kind of thing. The kind of dancing to go with John Travolta. So I'm somebody here talking to me about having a bit of fun, having a bit of dancing shoes, and talking about getting your dancing shoes on and going off dancing. Talking about the month of May means something to you as well. So anniversary, birthday, or passing in the month of May. And also September means something. But the man I've got with me is just talking to me about dancing at the moment. But he's also talking to me about an anniversary coming up as well. So there's an anniversary of a passing that's nearby as well that he's talking to me about. Okay. The name Michael will mean something to you, he says down here, I think, Michael. When they mention the name Michael, it's either because they need some healing or because you're going to hear something about them. But he's talking about that. He's just said to me, I don't know if this is symbolic, Marcus, or win a letter, but it's win a letter. He's talking about a cocoon. He wants to give me you cocoon, as if you're cocooned in something. So I think it must be symbolic for something. Feeling as though you could cocooned in something. So I'll leave it over to you then, Marcus, because you've got the breathing.
It's just because I've got that validation with the breathing as well, and I know you mentioned May as an anniversary or passing. It's definitely a birthday because I've written down May, and there's a May birthday. Definitely, 100% is a May birthday, and thank you for that validation, Willetta, because he's doing this on his chest, and it was if the problems sort of like he just didn't like it. He just didn't like it. I get anxious. Don't. Yeah, okay. Wait until we've given it. And the thing is, he's telling me it's not that you get anxious. It's you feel quite warm when this happens as well. And the thing is, oh wow. He said heat. There's some heat around you at the moment, and he made me go all nice and hot. Don't tell us. Well, please don't tell us. Don't tell us. Don't tell us anything.
We said that bit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. We said that bit. Sorry. Yeah. No, that's fine. Sorry. I was just jumping the gun there. But he's saying there's a situation around you that you feel as if you're in the middle of the fire at the moment, where there's a lot of hassle around you, and he wants to help you with that. And when he does help you, he says you can feel the tickle down the neck there. It's not on the back of the neck, it's a little tickle. But there's also a tickle around the throat, and there would also this gentleman in the photo would be linked to a lady that passed at the age of 74. And I'll pass it back to you, Deb.
Okay, not sure about Michael. Don't find it Violetta. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, because he mentioned Michael. I think it's to do with him, so he obviously knows a Michael. I don't know who does this. I can't say your name, Violetta, but somebody. I'm gripping my hands like this, so I don't know if when you get anxious, you grip your hands like this, because I'm making kind of nail marks in my hands. He's making me grip my hands like this. He's talking about that. He's also talking to me about boxing as well. This is separate. It's not together. He's talking to me about the love of boxing. He's talking to me about that as well. And he's talking to me about, now he's gone on to Christmas now, but he's talking about baubles. But he's talking about hanging them from the ceiling, or the not from a tree, they're dangling from the ceiling or somewhere like that he's bringing in as well. Watch for a bauble. I don't know if you've had this already, but he's talking about one jumping, or you know what I mean, one falling down and bouncing. Watch for that happening, because I think he's trying to let you know that he's around. He's talking about smoke as well, so you may well smell smoke when he's around as well, because he's talking about smoke. But he's also talking about somebody that used to smoke Hamlet cigars, he's saying to me. So you should recognise somebody that used to smoke Hamlet cigars, or he's bringing in as well. But he's come, he says, because there's been a conversation about him recently, and I just wanted to come in and wish you Merry Christmas, he's just said to me. Oh, right, okay. He's talking to me about an unopened present, Violetta, an unopened present. I don't know if it's belonging to him, but he's just talking about that, so he's aware of that as well. There you go, Marcus.
Yeah. That's where the breathing came from. And the thing is, just as Deb was speaking and everything else, hopefully you should be able to find the lady. Don't worry about the lady age 74 that he would be linked to. And he's just said, as Deb was speaking, he's just said, morning person, ha ha. So someone's not really good in the morning, he's saying, because it's as if he's about, and then he went, morning person, ha ha. But what else? You've got to be intense about this situation, where this heat is, where you feel either that there's a lot of pressure coming around you, there's a lot of pressure coming in there. It's as if you're in the middle of that fire. And there's also someone that does, sends out intentions. What's that thing where you send out intentions and then it materializes? Yes, you can smell smoke. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Well, yeah. It's as if somebody sent out an intention and they just waiting. But you have got to affirm things. You've got to affirm things. And I think we need to move on. But there we go. He says, I think you need to move on. So you need to move on as well. There is a situation you need to move on from. Okay, Dev?
There you go. There's also a connection somewhere to Ireland, because he's just mentioned to me Ireland as well. So you're going to find a link to Ireland as well that he's bringing in. And he's talking about somebody doing the family tree as well. There's also Bert up there with him as well. Bert wants to come in and say hello. He's just saying to me that he's come because he just wants to pop in and say hello, but also because somebody's been reminiscing. And he's just said to me, somebody's brought out the Christmas album. He's describing it as a Christmas album, but I think he means photographs, but he's just described it as a Christmas album. So somebody's been looking at old photographs as well. In fact, he's just said that somebody, I don't know whether he means they've just done it or they're thinking about putting a photograph in a nice new frame. So somebody's been doing that or thinking about doing that, and he's just been watching that. Also, Frank in spirit as well wants to say hello. So you'll find these names. He's talking about there's a house move around as well. Violetta, there's a house move. So he's talking to me about a house move, but he's saying a couple of years, a house move. He's bringing that in for you as well. So watch for that as well. Okay. He's just said to me, your granny's here. So I don't know if that's who Marcus is picking up, but he's describing it. He's just said to me, your granny's here with me. Your granny's here. She just wants to say hello. And she's cooking you a great big fruit cake. So she must have cooked fruit cakes, because I've got the smell of a nice fruit cake coming with her. But he's just saying, your gran's here as well. She just wants to say hello to you as well. But I think that's, just wanted to pop in and say hello. I think that's all I've got. So I don't know if you've got any more, Marcus.
No, just to round it up while Richard gets the next photograph. It's going back to the it's back to the focus, because he did it on my eyes. And Willetta, you must really have tired eyes, really tired eyes, because he's putting tired eyes on me, and we'll wait for that. Hopefully you can take some of that information, Richard. And with the breath, he says you need to take a big breath as well, because he couldn't get a lung. I know you said he had a puncture, but he couldn't. That's what he started with. He couldn't get a lung full of air. He says you need to take a breath, focus, and settle down. Okay, Richard. And thank you for the feedback, because that's so important to check that we're on the right line. Especially, we might work on one each. We might work. Deb and I's work together hundreds of times. Well, nearly hundreds.
We don't know how this is going to work, because we haven't done it before, have we?
Of course we do. Of course we know how it's going to work.
We'll get into the swing of it, won't we?
Yeah, spirit will lead us.
25. Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Yeah. 25 and 32. There's the ones.
Just asking us to pick numbers, so I think he's going on the numbers now. He's numbering all the photographs that you send in, and then he's asking us to pick a number. So obviously 25 and 32 from Marcus and I. Let me just hang on a minute. I'll tell you why. Oh, I forgot you can still hear me. It's my dog. If she doesn't get a dentist sticks at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, she just wanders and she drives me mad. So that's where I've been. So I'm back anyway.
Which
yes, I can smell the smoke.
This is 25. This is yours, Debs.
Oh, is this Sally? Is this from Sally? You know what? I want to go with him. I want to go, ah. That's all I'm doing at the moment. Ah. And you know what I want to do with this, whether this is this for Sally, is it? You giving me the right person? Right, for Sally, with this. Right, Sally, with this gentleman, the first thing he wants to do with you is, I want to do this with you. It's like cupping your face like this, cupping your face as if you need a little bit of comfort. He's talking about tears being shed, tears being shed. It's like, I want to come and give you a great big hug. He says, you need a great big hug, so you must need some upliftment or something like that. And that's why he's coming around. And he's also talking about you sending your love to spirit and asking for somebody to come through for you as well. So it's as if I'm sending my love to spirit, saying, please, I need somebody to come through. I need somebody to come through. And he's talking about, it's like you need somebody to come through so that you can believe or something. So I don't know what's going on. It's as if you need somebody to come through so that you can believe. Okay. He's talking about the month of August means something to you as well. And also July means something to you as well. And there's also a baby in spirit. So you should understand the baby that's in spirit as well. Now, this gent is, I know he hasn't got a tie in the picture, but he's putting a nice tie on. He's talking about, I'm putting my suit on and I'm putting my tie on, he's saying, because I'm going out, and I'm going out to enjoy myself with my friends. Okay. So I don't know if he means he used to do that, or he's trying to get on to tell you you need to go out. Oh, he's just said to me, he's describing somebody as hibernating, Sally. He's just said to me, oh, somebody's been hibernating. So he's trying to push them out a little bit. That's what he's doing, trying to get people out and about, he's saying. Oh, he's just said to me the whole... Okay. Whoever this belongs to, it's still the same information. So whoever this belongs to, it's still the same information for you when Richard sorts it out. Sally. Okay. So this is for somebody called Sally, but we don't think it's Sally Law. So there's somebody in the system that's Richard's trying to find. Okay, so whether this Gentile, do you want me to carry on, or he's... You've got Sally Law on there though, haven't you? Oh, right, okay then. Ooh, that's confusing then, isn't it? Somebody's just rattled something in my house now, so I'm probably on the other link. Who am I with then? Now that's confusing because I'm going on off the other link, I think. I'll go on to this link then. I'll try with this link then, shall I? All right. I don't know what to do now. I'm confused. I don't know whether to start again or not. The first thing this gent is doing, I'll tell you what, when we find out who the other picture is, we'll find out. I'll go back to that one. I'll start again with this lovely gent here. I'll start with this lovely gent here with you, Sally. First thing he's doing with you is going, oh, as if you're worn out. He's been watching. I don't know if you do a lot of huffing and puffing, or he's going, oof, as if he's been watching you huffing and puffing. The first thing he's telling me is he's got a lady with him. There's a Betty in spirit as well that you should know. So there is a Betty with him in spirit. And he's also talking about having his mum with him in spirit as well. He says, I brought my mum here. Margaret's here as well, he's saying. So he must know a lot of people in spirit, Sally, because he's bringing a lot of people with him at the moment. Okay. He's talking to me about you sending your prayers up to spirit. I'm doing a bit of this, so I know that you've been sending your prayers up to spirit. He's talking about that. Oh, he's changed it now. You know what he's making me do with my fingers? Is this Star Trek, or is it when they used to do stuff like this? Marcus is nodding. I think it's Star Trek. Yeah. This gent is talking about, he said to me, can you do this? So I think somebody must have loved Star Trek. Mr. Spock, he's just said in my ear, Mr. Spock in my ears. He's talking about that as well. Now he's gone to ears. Okay. He's told me to go to ears because he's talking about somebody, you know, like owl's ears. So I don't know whether he means somebody had pointy ears or somebody put a pair of owl ears on them. that he's speaking to me about, but he's bringing the Alpheas with me as well. He's talking to me about that. Okay. He's talking to me about a new baby coming around you, Sally. So watch for the new baby that's coming. And he's also talking to me about the name Cynthia should mean something to you as well. He just said to me, somebody's been moving furniture around, Sally. So he's been watching somebody moving furniture around to make space for something. Now he's just put in a new dining table because he's talking about getting a bigger dining table for people coming. I think it's symbolic. There's people coming. So I think there's going to be more than you expect turning up or something like that because he's bringing in extra chairs. In fact, there must be a memory because he's talking to me about bringing extra chairs from the garage. So there must be a memory there or something that he remembers about bringing extra chairs in. Oh, he's just telling me, big family, he's just said to me, big family. So there must be a big family around you as well, Sally. Now he's talking about a wedding coming up. He's going into next year. He's talking about a wedding coming up, so watch for that as well. I don't know whether this is separate. He's just said to me there's a wedding coming up, and then he's talking about an engagement, but I think they're separate, Sally. So watch for the two things happening, the wedding and an engagement separately that he's bringing in. He's making a link to Berkshire. He's talking about a link to Berkshire, so you'll find out where that is. And he's also talking about a wedding ring that's got some engraving. You know, you get the engraving on the inside with a date. There's engraving with a date on the inside. All I can see is 10/12. So I don't know whether it's the 10th of December, but he's telling me 10/12, and there's engraving on a ring on the inside that he's bringing to you as well. Okay. Now he comes with the smell of smoke as well. So watch for the smell of smoke around you. But he's also talking, it's the same as the other gent. You must, hang on. You must know somebody that used to roll their own cigarettes as well. Somebody in spirit used to roll his own cigarettes. This gent is bringing into you as well. Also, Frank in spirit just wants to pop in and say hello, I think, and he's giving you the thumbs up as if, pack all your troubles in your old kit bag. Everything will be all right. He's just saying to you. So he's saying that you're a bit of a worrier. She worries. She's a worrier. Pack all your troubles up in your old kit bag, is saying to me. Also, Barbara in spirit. You've got a lot of people that just want to say hello to you and just let you know that they're around. He's just saying to me that you sense spirit around you as well. You must be smelling nice things as well, like perfumes, and Lily of the Valley belongs to somebody up in spirit as well, so you might smell that around you as well. Also, there's a lady that used to like Estee Lauder as well, perfume that is bringing around you as well. So you should get all these nice smells around you, and a memory of pansies as well. There's a lady in spirit that likes pansies, all right, that is coming around you as well. And that's it. Betty as well. But just wanting to say hello to you, I think. So I think that's it. Just wanting to let you know that he's around. I'll be around at Christmas, he's just said to me. Watching, he's talking about people watching the TV. They keep switching it over because they can't find something to watch. All right. And he's talking about that's what's going to happen over Christmas. So they're just going to keep switching it over and back again. Okay. And before he goes, he's going to go in a minute. He's talking about the Bay City Rollers. So I don't know if you like them or somebody like them. Apparently somebody had Bay City Rollers on their wall, on the posters or something. So he's bringing that in for you as well. Oh, bye bye baby. Bye means something. All right, so he's singing that to you as he's going. So I think he's going to go there. So I'll leave that with you, Sally. Hope that was okay for you. There you go. Unless you can think of anything, Marcus, have you got anything to add to it?
Just when you did that with the thing, and you were talking about Spock and whatever, I picked up on it. It was a Scotty, Scotty was in it, and they showed me a Scotty dog. So I don't know if
You're right,
Sally,
I'm
I don't,
Scotty dog.
if you can just give me a little bit of feedback, because if you can take a Scotty dog in spirit, I have got other information, because we had 2 photos up there, and the feeling that I've got is that the particular, not sure about basic role there. Yeah, do you know the Scotty dog, Sally, in spirit? Because as I said, we had 2 photos up there, and it was when Deb did that, and I got the date of February the 9th, and the feeling, and I don't know if this was this gentleman or it's something going on at the present time at the moment, and I do apologize for this terminology because my mother used to tell me off when I used to use this phrase: somebody doesn't give a toss. And it's not a nice phrase, I know, but either there was a feeling, either this person just did not give a toss about a given situation, and when Deb was talking, I also picked up a passing of a gentleman aged 60, and they told me, "Add a Scotty dog." Right. Thank you. Because, right, I can give you all this, I can give you all the information I've got now, because that's what he's saying. A man passing at the age of 62 and a half. And that's the way he said it, 62 and a half. And February the 9th should mean something to you. You should have 2 birthdays in November, an anniversary of, and somebody just made me dribble. There's a lady, and I'm sure that this lady would link to this gentleman that had a habit of doing this with a little hanky. She'd have a hanky and she'd dribble a little bit, when she was eating or whatever. She'd dribble a little bit like that, and she's in spirit as well, and she draws close. I said that 2 birthdays in November, but there's also the 2nd of November means something, and the birth weight of £8 1 ounce should link somewhere to you as well. Okay, £8 1 ounce, and that's all I got with that. But there's a situation that someone just does not give a toss, and it's worrying someone else. But and I just feel that the personality that came forward was saying, you just got to stick to your guns and leave them do what they do. And I hope that links into you, Sally. But I've got the other information for the other photos, to be honest. 10th of February was my dad's birthday. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, the thing is, Richard, just jump in with us as well, because this is, for this ball's working like that. If you just jump in and say move on, and then we'll move on to the next one. 32. Have you got that original? Have you got that original photograph you put there? Okay. Yeah, number 32 then, please. I'm sure a lot of people out there will understand we are talking to Richard in the background. He's asking us to give us a number to get the next photo up. And if you can put as much feedback as you can, just to make sure that we're on the right lines. Okay, number 32 wasn't following or like us, so we're going to give another number, which is going to be number 41. Again, whoever was number 32, we don't know who it was. If you'd followed or liked, you would have had your picture up here. If you send in the picture in, you have to follow and like, or we won't be able to see the picture and you won't be able to get the message this evening. And that's to do with Facebook. It's not to do with Spiritual Psychics TV. Thank you very much, Sally. Oh, thank you very much. Mary Gibson. Just getting a photo up from Mary Gibson.
Straight in, she was. Yeah, straight in. Boom.
Do you want to go this day? Because they're hitting me with emotions. You just start off.
Oh, well, Mary, so before the picture come in, I got a lovely lady that come through, so she must have gone straight in for you. But it's because she's talking about the first thing she's doing with you, Mary. You must need some upliftment. And she's talking about upsetting times. And the first thing she's wanting to do is give you this enormous hug. And I mean, a really big, strong hug, Mary. So she knows that you need upliftment. Somebody's been looking at her photograph as well, because she's talking about somebody looking at her photograph, and somebody actually kisses the photograph or holds it here as well, because she's bringing in that. She's talking about her words, Mary, is I've had to rush to get in. I've had to rush to get in. So she was determined to get to you, this lady. Determined. I've had to rush to get in, she's talking about. Thank you for your prayers. Yeah. So you've obviously been sending your prayers up to her as well, Mary, and she wants to thank you for that. But I think Marcus is going to take over by the look of it. I've just been told.
Yeah, thanks, Deb, because soon as you come in, I just got a flood of emotion, a really big flood of emotion. Now, usually, if we weren't working like this, I would have just jumped in. And Mary, this, I'm getting very emotional. She hit me with the emotion, and she's quivering my bottom lip. Now, I don't know if this would have been this person or if this is you, but there is a lot of worry about the situation. There's a lot of emotional worry, and she's put. And I've also got a head pain as well, a real bad head pain where, quite often when you get either a headache or a migraine or migraine, whatever you call them, that you can't concentrate and it's overwhelming. And the personality that's coming forward is saying that at times I didn't even know my own mind. I didn't even know my own mind. But the emotion that comes with it is so encompassing. She hit me with it, and it's as if to say, look, although there used to be like a practical love type with it as well, there was an underlying practicality there, but also it was doing certain parts. She just didn't know her own mind, just didn't know more. Oh, there's a lot of families. So I understand that, then. I understand that. It's because whereas everybody wants everybody together. Mary, please don't tell us. Oh, because I had the feeling.
You know what they say, folks? Don't feed the medium.
Yeah.
Confirm what we say.
Yeah, I had the feeling this is what she had. Anyway, and the thing is because of the situation at times, she couldn't comprehend things, couldn't function like she used to, and that is what brought her down. That's what brought her down, Mary. You should also be able to take someone this side that's got not just lower back pain, they've got sciatica. Someone's got sciatica. There's also a gentleman this side that's got type 2 diabetes. And it's as if this lady's saying that, quite often, people look after other people and they don't look after themselves. And this is the personality of this lady. She should look after everybody, not necessarily look after herself. And there's someone this side that's doing the same. Mama. She just made me say, mama. And that's either a little child, the way the child used to say it, or where someone couldn't speak properly. Either couldn't formulate the words. I'll pass it back to you, Deb, because they just said push to Deb.
Yeah,
and that's the push. Maybe you need a push. You need pushing. Wonderful.
I don't know what's going on, Mary, because I don't suppose you can see what I'm doing, really. But as I'm talking with your mum, she's making me go like this. As I'm talking, I'm kind of moving from side to side. So I don't know who used to do this when they were moving from side to side. She can't keep still. She's holding her hands like this as well. So she's talking about somebody that used to hold their hands like this. She wants me to say to you, I can hear you, I can hear you. Keep talking to me, I can hear you. Don't worry, she's saying, don't worry. I'm not in the next room, she's saying. It's as if she's having a bit of a laugh, you know what I mean? It's as if she wants to say, I can hear you, you don't have to shout type thing. I'm not in the next room, I'm here with you. She's talking about that. Now she's telling me she's got a sister or sister-in-law with her as well. So she says, I've got company. I've got female company with me, she's saying. Sister or sister-in-law up there with me, she's saying. I've also got Violet up there, but she's also bringing in, remember those Palmer violets as well? She's bringing in those. So there's a memory of Palmer violets that she's bringing in as well. What's she talking about? She's totally changed the subject. She's gone on to swimming, but she's talking about the the hoop. I can't remember the name of it. The hoop that you put around you when you're swimming or something. So there's some memory of something to do with the blow up hoop. I can't remember what they're called, that goes round you. There's some memory to do with that. I don't know whether it popped or it come off or somebody jumped in it, but there's some memory to do with that she wants to bring to you as well. Sort me photo out, she's saying. So I don't know what you've been doing with photograph or whether you want to sort a photograph out. I think this is a memory, Mary, because she's talking about, when sometimes we take the mick out of a photograph and we draw eyes or glasses around it or something like that. She's talking about somebody drawing glasses around somebody and actually putting a moustache on a picture as well. So I think that must be a memory. She's talking to me about that as well. But the main thing is that she can't keep still. Oh, I'm fidgeting. She's getting quite annoyed, Mary. So I don't know if this is her or whether she means it's you. But I'm getting quite annoyed because I can't get the words out. I know what I want to say, but I can't get them out. I'm getting quite annoyed. She's making me do this, by the way, waving my arms all over the place. She's talking to me about that as well. But don't upset yourself, Mary. Don't upset yourself. These are her words. Don't upset yourself, Mary. Don't upset yourself. She's saying, okay, it's the others. It's not you, it's the others. Don't take too much upon yourself, she's saying to me. So hope that helps you. Marcus has got something I've been told. I've been told to go to you.
It was just before we move on, when Deb was doing it with that, she showed me a left hand like that. So it was as if there was pain in there. There was pain in there, and I feel either she couldn't move it or there was a problem with it where you might have to lift it or something like that. And trying to give us a little bit, a little bit more validation, but because it does help, and oh God,
she's lovely.
She's lovely. But by God, she used to do the roost.
She's showing nice red rosy cheeks as well, Mary. So I don't know if that was her or you, but lovely red rosy cheeks. I'm happy now. She's just said to me, I'm happy now, Mary. I'm happy now.
Have we got another photo, Richard?
So I'll leave that with you, Mary. Hope that was all right.
It is.
I'll tell you what, Spirit making me, if I'm giggling, Spirit making me laugh for you folks out there, because I said to them, come on, get closer, because I'm not getting enough info. And they said, this is hard work going from Marcus to you. This is hard work. And that's exactly how they put it. This is hard work going from Marcus to you. So I think Spirit are having trouble as well.
Well, let's be honest then. Let's be honest then. When we're working together in the fundraising things, we have the same things, don't we?
This is hard work coming from Marcus to you, Deborah. I'm just being told.
Before we started, didn't I? That's exactly what I said before we started, didn't I?
But we miss work as well. It's them at work as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's
they
the teams
don't know
working
what's going
together.
on. Yeah.
It's the teams working together.
They're probably thinking, what has she done?
Why did she invite him tonight?
It was this. I don't know, bless them. But
Well, I hope
they must
everybody's
think we're-
enjoying themselves, because as you can clearly see, that Deb and
Oh.
I do, we enjoy it.
we're just laughing.
Yeah.
Bless them, poor old Spirit. I do feel sorry for them having to put up with this, Marcus.
No, definitely.
But we're waiting for the next one. oh, 16. We just sometimes people if we're delaying, if we're not speaking so much, we're listening to Richard, because I've just picked number 16, and he's gone through the list, and it was Joanne Ellison, but we can't find her. She's not on.
So number 37 then, please, Richard.
There you are, Marcus, 37.
And as we just mentioned, the more feedback that you give it, the stronger. Not necessarily the stronger the link gets, but it checks that it's checkpoints along the way. So if you just say yes, this, that, or whatever, and tell us what you're saying yes to, because there is a 16-second delay.
It also boosts the energy, doesn't it? Because it makes it into a proper conversation, doesn't it? Then it's like you, Spirit, and
followed like in full descent, Stephanie. Oh, right, Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie Evans. Oh, wow! Look at the character there. Soon as I look at that photo, Stephanie, soon as I saw that, it just oozes. It oozes confidence.
Yes.
It's confidence. It's a surety of whatever this person wanted would get. But the thing is, at times, I feel he couldn't deal with his emotions. He really couldn't deal with his emotions. He used to pretend he could, but at times he used to be, where they say still waters run deep, when somebody acts in a certain way and says, oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm being out there with my friends and whatever. But I just feel that little bit of sadness in there as well. A little bit of sadness where bit of a deep thinker at times, but used to pretend, either not necessarily pretend that he wasn't a deep thinker by his actions, but used to think quite specifically about it. Now, I'm not saying it's this gentleman, but I have picked up Cancer as well. There's three. I've just been told there's three people that you should be able to link with, Stephanie. Where Cancer took them. Goodness gracious, I don't think I know, sorry. Well, I would, but not within my immediate orbit. Please try to give us a little bit of feedback. I've also got March. Is a very, very important month. You should be able to take a birthday, you should be able to take a passing, and you should also be able to take a wedding. Okay, in March. So they just said that, you've got three there. You've got the birthday, you've got the passing, and you've got the wedding. There's also look at this gentleman. My eyes have gone out of focus. My eyes have gone out of focus, and it's as if either there was either sort of problems around the eyes, or I don't know, something like when you get these little floaters and things are just. And if it's this gentleman I'm linking with, as I said, we don't always link with the particular photo, but it's the communicator that's coming forward. What he's making me do is sort of shake my head a little bit and do that with my eyes. Stephanie, please, can you give us a little bit of validation on any of the information that we've given? And it's just me big breath and he wants me to do an action, and he is saying, I But you're right, you got your sister's birthday in March. Thank you for that. That's it. And he's going, hi, hi. And it's as if when he when he would speak, you say he was okay in and around his not sure about the eyes, not sure. But what he's doing with the eye, it's as if I've got a bit of tension, like a tension headache, and squinting. So he's making me do that. Now that could be someone this side where there's like the tired eyes, and somebody does this a lot. Somebody does this a lot this side. They do that. Um, but what he is showing me is hi, hi, and just to say hello to someone. And he's also telling me there's a teenage girl in spirit as well. He's saying about a teenage girl, and also the 1st of November should mean something. And Stephanie, definitely someone this side has got a bulging disc. We're talking about a bulging disc with the neck and the shoulders. There's a problem there. And I'm an ex-rugby player, and they just showed me a rugby ball, and it was there should be some sort of link to either a rugby club or some sort of competition to do with rugby, because it's as if they said there's a situation around you at the moment where they're not passing you the ball correctly. And I'm just passing you the ball correctly. And can I pass on to you, Deb? Because yeah.
You know what the first thing about when he first come in is he was flexing his muscles. You know, he said he was a bit of fun. I feel like he was a bit of fun, but he was flexing his muscles like this, just for a laugh. And then he was doing that thing. I think it's called the thinker. When they think like this, isn't there? There's a statue and somebody that was called the thinker, and he was standing here doing this with me. But I think he means this is symbolic around you, Stephanie. Yeah. Stephanie, you're doing a lot of thinking, a lot of contemplating, they're telling me. Doing a lot of contemplating, that's what he's bringing. And the spirit are letting you know that they're aware of that as well. He's also talking about somebody's talking too much. Somebody's talking too much. So I don't know who's talking too much around you, but it's somebody that they talk that much that nobody else can get a word in edgeways. And they're listening to that. Now, I've got a lady coming in with me that's coming in. So there's a lady that's bringing the information about somebody that's talking too much around you and not letting somebody else get their own opinion in. They're talking about, okay, so there's a lady that wants to talk to you. Now, she's bringing with her the smell of Lily of the Valley, so you should connect with her with Lily of the Valley that she's bringing in for you. She's talking about that, and she's talking about there are 2 babies in spirit that you should have knowledge of as well. So she's this lady that comes around you. She's a strong lady as well, and she's coming in because she feels that you need a little bit of strength. She's calling it strength because she's talking about bridges that need to be built in the family. So there's little niggles going on in the family. And she's talking about people that need their heads banging together within the family as well. She's talking about that. One of the things she's just said to me is the family environment is changing. There's changes coming up. It's not bad changes. And I don't feel it's like people just disappearing or anything like that. But she's talking about the family environment is changing, like people moving. So I don't know what she means, but you'll figure that out, Stephanie. She's bringing that in. But she says that you know who she is because you've been speaking to her recently. So you've been sending your prayers up to this lady in spirit, and she's just acknowledging that she's listening to you. So she's around you as well as the gent. Okay, so his son that talks too much. So she's bringing in that. There's something she's mentioning the name of Jerry. G-R-R-Y as meaning something to you as well. She's just saying, I know a Jerry. I'm mentioning Jerry. I don't know if I say the Judaism. Have I said that right, Mark? Judaism. She said that. She said Judaism. So there's a connection with that kind of religion around you as well, or within the family that she's bringing. She's just bringing that religion around you as well. Okay. And finally, she's just talking about, she's showing me a gravestone, but she's putting in on it a Christmas wreath. So I don't know if somebody's done that recently or it's a memory, but she's about that and putting on a Christmas wreath. So I hope that helps you, or hope you can work out what you're talking about. I'll leave that with you, Stephanie. All right.
Stephanie, you put up there that your husband had the bad back, and as soon as you said that, I got a feeling that it's like out of line, where it's not like straight, it's something out of line. Now I don't know if that's your husband, but it's as if they want me to sit a bit skew-if, and it's difficult to get the right posture. But it's I don't understand. I can't go. Okay, but I've got where the posture needs to be changed, or the exercises, whether it's some sort of exercises or physiotherapy or something that needs to be done. But I'd like to go back to the photograph, really, because when I first started, they told me there should be three people that you should be able to take in spirit that passed with cancer. One of them was lung cancer. The other one was leukemia. And they haven't given me the third. They haven't given me the third because I feel the third, it was just everywhere. It was just everywhere. Just everywhere. So they wanted me to go back to that. But also that the stress that's going on in and around you at the moment, the stress that's going on in you at the moment, it's not really of your own making, but it is perpetuated by the situations, by other people's comments. Okay? And it's as if you just need to de-stress a little bit. Detox, de-stress. There's someone also that loves the essential oils, either works with essential oils or mixes essential oils or whatever, because they're giving me this lovely smell of various different things that you can have to relax you, for concentration, because it's as if there's a lack of concentration around someone and they're just all over the place. And oh, there's also a lady that died at the age of 80. And she, yeah, okay. Would you just, as I said, well, we're trying to speed up a little bit so we can get around more people. There's a lady that was 80 when she passed, and it was heart failure. And I'll leave that with you, Stephanie. Try to give us a little bit more feedback, people, if you can. Okay.
It's making me laugh because all I can hear in the background is Richard tapping on his
tapping away.
No, when we're
and just as Richard's talking in the background, Stephanie, I've just got somebody just said, go to the camera and open your eyes. Somebody used to do this. Somebody used to do that.
That is scary.
Yeah, but somebody, you should recognise that, Stephanie. Somebody just told me that. Well, you can, and hopefully we'll get the feedback. Because the difficult thing is that, you know, and as Deb and I have worked together quite a few times, you know, we'll just go on our merry way. But it's always better to try to get the validation.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, 57. Can I go up that high? 57, 57. Although I have got a dad with me that's talking about having 3 daughters. I've got a dad here that's talking to me about having 3 daughters. So if anybody, I'm sorry, but I know it's different, but I've got a lovely dad here while Richard's sorting out photographs, just in case anybody could take a dad that's talking about having 3 daughters, and he's calling on Charlie's Angels. And that's the first thing he gave me was Charlie's Angels. And I said, what you give me that for? He says, because I had 3 daughters. And so anybody with a dad in spirit with 3 daughters here, let Richard know, because I don't know who I'm going to. But he does connect. He wants me to connect with the name Stephen as well. So Stephen will mean something, just to connect with the right person. And also Dorothy is telling me as well. And he's giggling away here. He thinks it's quite funny the way we're working. So he's laughing. So I think Spirit are having a good laugh, because I know it's quite stressful for us as well.
I think they always have a good laugh when we work together, Debs.
I think they find us hilarious. I do.
Yeah. Oh, them pair again.
These 2 clowns. But he's lovely. This dad's lovely. But he's a nice chap as well. He's got a lovely sense of humour. But he's a family man as well. He loves his kids. He loves his 3 daughters. He's talking about his 3 daughters. I think he's got his wife up there as well, because he's got a lady there standing with him at the moment. Hiya, Lisa.
Evening, Lisa.
So if anybody's got a dad, 3 daughters, calling them Charlie's Angels.
Is this the next photo? Is this for Lisa? Yeah.
Oh, Lisa. Yeah, this is a nice gent. He's like a fatherly figure as well, isn't he, Lisa? So I don't know if he's your dad, but he's coming in giving you a lovely hug. He's also wanting to give you a lovely hug. And he's talking about, first thing he said to me is, I'm missing Christmas. So I don't know if it means he was very well into Christmas, but he's talking about missing Christmas. He's just saying to me, there's been a big conversation about him, a family conversation he's talking about as well. So somebody's obviously been talking about him, he's bringing that in as well. Oh, he's just said you can't get enough, there's not enough seats on the sofa. So I don't know if you've already got guests, Lisa, but he's saying there's not enough space on the sofa. There's not enough space. It's as if everybody's piling on top of one another on the sofa. I think this might be a memory as well, as everybody's sitting on one sofa together. He's bringing that in as well. Bringing in the name Charlie is meaning something to you as well. He's talking about that. And the month of September means something to you as well. He's gone to photographs as well, but he's talking about somebody arranging photographs. Somebody's been arranging the photographs he's talking about. And you know those the strips of photos that you can get in the booths? He's bringing in one of them as well. So I don't know, it's not my dad, I don't know who this gent is, but he's talking about bringing in, he's bringing in one of those booths photos where there's about 4. So there's a memory of somebody doing that as well, all right, that he's bringing into you as well. And also the name Joe as well will mean something to you as well. But he's coming in with a lovely hug. Okay, coming in with a lovely hug. If he's not your dad, Lita, he's coming in as though he's like your dad, but he wants to support you. So he's coming in with loads of support. So you must need support at the moment. Okay. Before I hand over to Marcus, they've just said to me Angus. So I don't know where the name Angus comes from, whether it was a name you understand, but it just said to me, give it Angus. So I'm going to give you Angus before I hand over to Marcus. I told you to go to Marcus.
Well, I'm glad you was on point anyway, because the thing is, soon as Deb started, I got him and his shoulders going a little bit like this. And part of his character, and I feel it is this gentleman, that it was, there's a little bit of this and there's a little bit of that, and, and everything else. And I don't know if it was this gentleman or someone else, but they just showed me a bit of a belly, to be honest. And when somebody likes a little drink and whatever, and they say, oh, look at the belly on them. And he went, all paid for. So I don't know if it was him or somebody used that terminology where this all paid for. I know you said September, but I don't necessarily link this to September, this number, just because you said September. But I've got the 8th of September. The 8th should mean something, okay? I know you said it was a birthday. I'm not just trying to put it because I've got the 8th of September and I've got the 3rd of Feb and also the 1st of April. You know, that's an easy one to get because when they do that, Miami, yes, I suppose. Yeah, but the thing is, Lisa, it always say it's all paid for. It's all paid for. And it's tapping the tummy like that. And there's also the name of Steve that I just picked up. I've given you the 3rd of February, haven't I? And the 1st of April. And that you should also know, Lisa, and I'm linking into this the person in the photograph now, okay? I really feel that I'm linking into the person with the photograph, that the person in the photograph would know someone that did jail time, and used to use. I've got a lot of flavoured language, you know, a little bit of savoury language coming through. And somebody's saying, if I was a betting man, and the terminology they're using, if I was a betting man, I'd bet on you, Lisa. That's what Jess, yeah, he did, yes. Okay, that's good. He said, if I was a betting man, I'd bet on you, Lisa. Because there is something either that you're thinking of putting together or building bridges or whatever. And whatever that approach is, it is correct. You should be able to take with an 81-year-old lady in spirit that suffered with bowel cancer. She's telling me that she suffered with bowel cancer, but I'm jumping back to the photograph here there as well, is because in the photograph, this person's quite red there, okay? But I have got a gentleman with a face mask on with cucumber in his eyes. You know when you put a face mask like that or whatever, and there's cucumber in the eyes. There's a photograph somewhere like that. It's a bit of a funny one. There should also be a link with a spaniel dog in spirit. It's a bit of a memory there. And I feel that the dog died at the age of 9, which is not really old for a spaniel, is it? But I've just been told there's a 9-year-old spaniel dog in spirit. Hopefully you'll be able to find that. Don't worry if you can't jump on it straight away. But I just got this feeling. Yes, it's and cancer. Thank you for Lisa. Yes, thank you for that. Because this is what gives us, because he's just put another feeling on me. And as soon as I saw that, I thought, yeah, mate, I know it. I know what you're on about. I feel that you'll find the spaniel, because that will be to do with either a cousin or a second cousin, he's saying, something like that. That's where the spaniel is. But the feeling that he just put on me was, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And you should also link either where there was a fight at a funeral and someone from the travelling community. They just showed Deb. I'm sure this is your team, because they just showed me a ball again, and I went, "Pass Deb."
They're hilarious. All through this, all I've been getting is ducking and diving.
Yeah,
so
100%.
He's just said to me, ducking and diving, and I'm saying to him, "What do you mean ducking and diving?" He says, "There's somebody down here that's ducking and diving." He's saying somebody's ducking and diving, and somebody's shirking their responsibilities. So that's going on around you.
Thanks for that, Lisa. Thanks for that feedback.
Ducking and diving. There is talking about somebody shirking their responsibilities.
Most of his friends from the travelling community. Yeah.
There you go then.
Yeah.
Excellent job. But yeah, lovely chap. But just wanting to let you know he's around.
Can I just jump in there?
Yeah.
Because what they showed me wasn't boxing, it was bare knuckles, and it was betting. And where he said, when we were talking, Lisa, about, they will bet on you about the situation, we are talking about people bare knuckle fighting and a lot of money changing hands. And apparently would have known, ooh, you can't fight me in the light. Somebody just went, who? And I thought, well, they can't fight me because the light's on. But that's happened, Lisa. Someone's heard someone go, boo, and they jump like that. But look back, because they would, this gentleman either would know someone that knew the bare knuckle champion. That's it. And you do that, Lisa. You're right. Yeah, that would be my son, younger one. Yeah, you either do that or whatever when you make a decision. And I'll just leave that with you, because they are betting on you. And well done when you build those bridges. That's it.
And the name Seamus should mean something somewhere as well. You'll find the name Seamus something as well, who he's talking about as well. So that's all I've got with that lovely gent.
Number 13, please.
There you go.
Oh,
yep. I'll agree with that.
Oh, we're laughing enough without Richard making us laugh.
What you need to do, Richard, is get me and Marcus on a platform. Then you'll have a bit of fun.
Oh.
Charity night on a platform. Oh, dodgy at the moment around me.
Yeah, 9:30. There's going to be a Zoom meeting, and it'll be put in the on the fan page. Is that right, Richard? Yeah, it'll be on the fan page, and it'll be a bit of a competition, and somebody will win a prize. So straight up, it's a unicorn. It's a unicorn. What a unicorn gift is, but it might be. It's a gift. It's something special. Oh, right. He's teasing us. He's teasing us even more. Yeah, and so straight after this at 9:30, what we'll be doing, or just after, we will be going on to Zoom. If you go into the Spiritual Psychics TV fan page, and then you'll get the link there, and there's going to be a little bit of a fun competition. Right. Is it the same photograph originally? Yeah. Yeah. Joanne. Yeah. Richard just asked us to pick up the last number, and I just picked the number, and it's the original photograph that came up. So this is meant to be. So it's a Joanne Anson. So if Joanne Anson's on here, please sort of either put a comment, like, follow, or whatever. But if you can put the photograph up, we'll just put the information forward there, and then just leave it there. Yeah, and or whoever this photograph belongs to, because this was the original photograph that we couldn't. So it wasn't placed with someone, and Richard just asked me to choose a number. I've chosen a number. It's that photograph again. So this photograph, obviously, that's not the original.
That's a different lady altogether.
Joe. I am John Anson.
I've met that lady before.
That photograph wasn't the original. Oh, so this is Jojo. Yeah, Jojo. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, okay. Yes, it does. Right, Jojo, we're going to work with you because this photo's come up 3 times when we've given it to Richard, and he was just waiting for the time. Yeah, are you okay with that, Deb? Because just got it straight away. That's her picture. She said that's my picture. Soon as I look at this picture, I've just got a bit of a chesty condition, but also. Also, I've got someone that was on someone who's drawn close to me now was saying that they were on medication and they were on certain tablets at certain times of the day, and this person's telling me, and this person's telling me, this lady's telling me that the thing is, by about 11 o'clock, if she had shaken, she would have rattled. And it was all to do with either a blood condition or thinning of the blood or something of that nature. We need a little bit of feedback, Joe. But Jojo, please. I've got this little, this little nervous cough as well. And I've also been given the month of November, December, and February. You should be able to take birthdays in all of them, and in February you should be able to take 2 birthdays and an anniversary of passing of the gentleman. And if you find that anniversary of the passing of the gentleman, he died it. Yes, she had a lot of tablets. Thank you for that. That's so important, is because she rattled like that, and now and again she used to either forget them or then try to play. She said she just made me spittle a little bit. So when she talked, there used to be a little bit of spittle that came out, and I can see that Deb's picked that up.
Oh,
yeah. I'll let you work on that one, Deb, and I'll just go back to the Deb's will pick up on the spittle. Got it. And she's making me as if I can't start my words, And when the time is right, Jojo, when the time is right, Jojo, it's when the time is right, because you're trying to push a situation forward. That the time February was a birthday. Thank you for that. There's something going on at the moment that at times just not right. You're trying to push the situation forward where really you just need to reflect on what's going on, because you don't want to go. She's getting quite firm. She's saying you don't want to go to that situation 5 years ago. You want to go back. You don't go back. And she used to do that. And she used to do that with a finger. Point a little bit and do that. And the stroking, she's just stroking. And it's as if I'm not 100% whether it's this, but Jojo, you should be able to link with someone that someone's holding their hand when they passed, and they were stroking the back of the hand. I'll leave that with you, Deb, because I think you can pick up on this feeling we both got.
Well, I don't know. I just got that as you were saying it, Marcus. But I'll tell you what I've got, Jojo. I've got this lady's come to me, and she's making me kind of twist like this, do this kind of thing, and I'm tilting my head like this, and she's singing a little song. The song that goes, I'm shy, Mary Ellen, I'm shy. And she's singing that to me, I'm shy, Mary Ellen, I'm shy. So I don't know whether it's the song she means, or she's talking about somebody that's quite shy. In fact, I think she's meaning that there's somebody down here that's quite shy, and she's talking about somebody that's putting, like, we build a brick wall. Okay, so there's somebody she's claiming that's building kind of a brick wall symbolically, and it needs knocking down a little bit. But she's talking about this person that's building this brick wall up against themselves. It's because they've been hurt in the past, and that's what they're doing, and this brick wall needs to come down. She's talking about that. She's talking about being around Christine down here. I've been to see Christine. Okay, so or is it Mary? But she's talking about somebody called Christine down here as well. And she's also talking about, I've got Bert up here, I've got Bert. I don't know if Marcus mentioned August, because she's talking to me about August as well. And she's telling me that she's baby with her in spirit as well. I've got a baby with me in spirit. She says that somebody's spoken to a photograph of her as well. It's like somebody's walked past it or glanced at this photograph and spoken to her, just said hello, and she's aware of that. And she's talking about somebody having lit a candle for her as well. She's aware of somebody lighting a candle for her as well. I think I'll give you August, but she's repeating August as meaning something, so it must be symbolic for something. She's just said to me, she's just singing that song. She's all out singing, this lady. Turn the radio on, turn the radio on. There's a song, isn't there? Turn the radio on and turn it up high, or something like that. Turn the radio on, turn the radio up high. She's talking about the radio and turning it up a little bit as well. She's talking about somebody that drives a little bit too quickly, that needs to take more care and attention, she's saying. And apparently somebody, their hands kind of slip on the steering wheel a little bit, on the steering wheel, or the hands are a bit slippery or something. But she's bringing that in on the steering wheel as well. Just wanting to say hello. Okay, you'll just you'll find the names. But she's talking about that. Also the surname Sampson will mean something to you, so you'll find that out as well. And also she's saying White as well. The surname White will mean something to you as well. So remember, she's told you that. I'm going to Mark. Apparently, before I go to Marcus, she's just said to me, oh, there's the letting go of balloons. So she's aware of a memory, or she's aware of somebody letting go of balloons, you know, as they do in celebration or something like that. But she's aware of that as well. So I'll hand over to Marcus.
Yeah, just to finish off, thank you so much, Debs. The thing is, when Jojo, when you were saying that you were stroking her head and stroking her hand, the thing is, she wants to come to say, never have a clue how comforting that was. It was because it was the softness of the way in which you spoke, the softness, not and the actions, obviously, but it was the softness of the way you spoke. And she's twisted my head like that. So either when you were stroking her head or whatever, her head was, it was as if it was at a funny angle, and then you just, either someone would straighten it and put it, she was saying, at times the head was at a funny angle, and then somebody would straighten it there. There's also, she's telling me of, you should be able to link with a stillborn baby that went, it didn't quite go full term, it went 8 months, and unfortunately it was on. And there was a gentleman also, there's a gentleman also in spirit that had dementia, and the terminology, I mean, I know it's quite quick, and I don't mean this to sound cruel, but people used to say, oh, he's going a bit doo-dally. He's going a bit doo-dally. And it wasn't meant in a nasty way. Yes, she had a stroke, she had a lot of it. Okay. Oh, thank you for that, Jojo. It means so much. It means so much when we get this feedback, especially as we give in the message. It does mean so much, so much. And the thing is, Jojo, is because of the way in which it was, it was as if it was the softness of the words as well as the stroking, and you know, where, I don't know, somebody either put Nivea or oil of Ulay or some sort of, but she's telling me of the, and he had dementia before he passed, and people, when he was starting to suffer with it, people who say, oh, he's just going a bit doo-dally. And hopefully you'll be able to find where the stillborn of 8 months on, because they grow, and they're close to us. And thank you so much for letting us work with you, Jojo. And you'll never have a clue. You'll never have a clue. You might think you have, but she is so grateful for the way in which you did things. And I'll leave that with you. Thanks, Debs. Oh, you used to cream. Oh, beautiful. Oh, love. Oh, that meant so much to her, Jojo. That meant so much to her. So much to her. So much. And that's what we mean when we say, you know, we get these little things that prove things. That lovely softness and the movement and the soft. And you must have been talking as you were doing it. You were just talking gently, and it was that tone of voice and that melodical. Somebody just said, yeah, I don't know if you used to either hum or try to sing or whatever, you know, because, you know, it was, you know, and it was that type of all feeling. And she's put a lovely heat on me. And when she gets close to you, Jojo, she will put a heat on your face, So when it's not a flush or anything, you'll get a heat in your face, send a little acknowledgement, and then they'll rubber stamp it because you knew a Miss Davis that used to work in the post office as well. And that's it. I'm done.
No. Anyone wants to join us then? Anybody wants to join us afterwards in the Zoom room, 9:30, for a little chat and a little competition as well, with a little prize that Richard's doing? Come and join us. Little Christmas get together. That'll be nice. There you go then, Richard. And thanks for joining us.
Yes, really thank you for everybody that joined us and sent the photographs in. It's the first time that Deb's done this, and she's invited me as a guest. So hopefully, if people enjoy it, might be doing more in the future, and we might be able to fine tune it a little bit. But it's so important to get that feedback because it builds the stronger link, and they just come with things to say a lot, don't they? You know?
Brilliant. Yeah. So hopefully, if you liked it, enjoyed it, let Richard know you want some more, and maybe let Marcus and I do it again.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Oh, Rachel doing Palmer Street tomorrow evening. She is absolutely brilliant. I love her to bits. She's my best. She's one of my besties. Besties.
And I thought I was. I'm well disappointed
Well,
now.
what can I say? You bully me too much at times, Debs.
You told me you like that, Marcus. You told me you like that.
Debs tells me to jump and I say how high. And if I'm feeling cheeky, I do ask him which direction.
You're the scary.
No, not at all. I'm nice and gentle. Thank you so much, everybody. And don't forget to like. And if you come onto something like this again, please like and share and follow. And it's not Spiritual Psychics TV that needs that done. It's Facebook and things like that, because other than that, we can't see the comments. But we really hope that you've enjoyed the evening. And thank you so much, Richard, for tapping away and keeping us in check, or trying to keep them in check.
Thank you, Di. Happy Christmas to everybody else.
Oh,
happy
Christmas. Hope you enjoyed it, Joanne. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, hope you get better soon, Terry. On your birthday as well.
Thank you, Mazanant.
Mazanant. I love the name, Mars.
Caitlin.
Caitlin, thank you very much. Night night.
Pam.
Yeah. Pamela,
Morning.
we're signing on at Zoom. If you don't know, we're signing on at Zoom for a bit of a competition. Richard's running a competition. It should be in the Spiritual Psychics TV fan page. Oh, sorry about that, Julie. You missed a lot. I shouldn't say that, should I? Our pleasure, Laura. Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
night. See you
Good night,
in Zoom
everybody.
Spiritual Psychics TV. Online. Spiritual Psychics TV isn't just an online broadcasting service, we also offer many features via our website. SPTV offers a unique directory that uses geolocation to find your nearest reader or venue, just by using your postcode. The Academy section allows anyone to upload and create their own spiritual courses within minutes. For those who like to read, then our online magazine area will offer just that. The SPTV shop enables anyone to start their online shop, be it to sell used or new items. You can also find our schedule and information about our shows.
Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.